Hello everyone, welcome to another video. This one is Dargaribdus versus Soup Juice on Landmass for the rookie tournament. Both going to be playing Rebels in this game, so Rebel Mirror, a couple of flumps, a couple of nerfs, sort of a lowish sort of food, but there seems to be some nice little shorefish just kicking around and stuff as well. And a more traditional Landmass, unlike the last video, with the sort of area in the middle, the Landmass, I guess, in between the players. Doesn't look like there's too much opportunity to wall. They are kind of close-ish as well, so kind of favours rushing here, I think. Soup just having a very sort of weird base there, to be honest, where he's sort of got water encroaching from both sides. And players can eat their nerfs, I think, here. Dark has found his lure very quickly, so he doesn't need to eat his nerfs. Maybe he could put them in a nursery, do something with that, we will see. The Coldo clawfish just hanging out there. And a Flump lured as well. Up to 4 Flumps, so that's nice. These guys are right next to each other. Make it easier for the luring. Kind of a bit crap here for Dark behind this carbon. Makes the journey a bit longer. And we've got some forward facing hunt there. A couple of EOPs though on a shorefish to be a really nice food processor spot this. Into the maybe like forward TCs or something like that, and you could wall between them and control this area and control this hill as well. Just a little bit of light walling and you could have a more advanced or pronounced position. And with the way that the carbs spawn, oh, he has maybe thought about that, because this is the closest carb, right, but is facing your opponent. It would be very like accessible. Although you could do a similar sort of thing with like placing the troop centers and building a wall around it. You could wall out here. You maybe want to do it here rather than here in case you get turreted, because you're sort of like creating no movement on this side. Very easy to get a turret up as the opponent and your troop centers and just finish a wall here. So you control the access point to your base as well, because otherwise the troops are going to have to go all the way around here. And you can delay that further with a little bit of walling there as well. It has placed that food processor and grab up these EOPs, get the Flump, and hopefully get that shorefish as well. Not quite caught that nerf there. And he seems to have 4 nerf there, just chilling. I hope he does get nursery, because it would be absolutely worth it to bank them. And I hope he does find out about these 2 Flumps. He does know about them. I hope they get eaten. It's a lot of food. Maybe where these guys are off to? Nope. Nice little bit of EOPs here, close-ish. Seems to be decent fish this time. A couple of the land masses have been kind of looking a bit barren in the ocean, in the sea. But that's looking quite healthy in terms of a bay there. And yeah, kind of just waiting to get through T1. Still no nursery. There we go. Taking a food processor this. There we go. Run away. You may need to shoot again though. Oh no. Shoot twice. Now run. Thrice for good luck. Seems to have pulled all of his carbon markers for that. Not too sure what's happening here. Nerf been grabbed up here by Soup, but just chilling. And we got the 4 nerfs now banked away. That'd be kind of cool as well. A wall to the command center, like that. And then just make this your safe area. Replace all your farms and things like that. Be interesting. Not too hard to achieve either. Certainly a nice landmass this, I think, just because it's got these cool little opportunities that people could take advantage of. So onto the farms. Do we need farms? A lot of food. It does look like he's eating pretty much everything. Oh, he hasn't got enough flump, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I think you can just be eating this for lump and these could be a troop center. Somebody just accidentally pinging their own farms there, maybe. Troop center power core down for Soup already. He's built that at the front of the base, that's smart. But there's not going to be too much exposed stuff at the front here for Darg, because he's managed to eat all that hunt now and that shorefish. And he's on his way to T2. He's building some farms and stuff, but he doesn't really look like he's going to set himself up to rush, because he's not placed the buildings when he's got a bit of spare carb. I wonder if he's going to try and get a T3. The problem is he doesn't have enough food to go T3. There's not really a lot of... he's going to go double troop center. I don't know if he was maybe thinking about it, changed his mind or what, but the classic 2 TC before power core, it hurts the eyes. Please build the power core. At least you've got like a fully functioning troop center that way first. And a couple of troops already pumped out here on the 1 troop center from Soup. He's escorting that nerf that he took from here. And these 2 troops are not quite ready to wander into the unknown lands of Darg here. And they're just going to sit on that hill. I don't know if he's maybe getting upgrades just now or what. He's kind of housed, I think that's his problem right now. Housed in just 1 troop center production, so not a lot of units arriving at the front there. We do have 2 TCs up now. Power core here for Dark, so hopefully he can get some units out. Defend himself. He's looking okay with his farms, his carb, it's all looking solid. And I think things are kind of just stable between the 2 players. They look fairly comparable. At least economically so far, I would say. Darg will maybe slightly get an edge with his nursery at some point. I don't know how long it takes those 4 to pay themselves off. It's about 800 food, but he did have these extra EOPs and stuff, so... maybe already paid off. Now, Soup is encroaching around onto the... going to go straight into the carbon. There's no turrets down and Darg slow to respond to this. Gonna get in here and these are going to be guaranteed worker kills for him, so that's 1. You've got a second here. And he can continue to chase down and maybe he can just focus fire the workers and just take the worker lead, or he can lure the units away further away, which is going to go... he's just going to retreat here. And they never really got in a position to fire too much, so they just shot 1 of the troops once and that's it. But Darg should really think about maybe just getting some turrets just to free his ability to move his units around. Up. And Soup's going to sneak in here again, maybe snipe another worker. He did walk forward a little bit too much. He's killed 1 worker. So that's 3 workers that he's managed to get himself ahead by at the cost of about 6 troopers or so. At the same time, there's a few little reinforcements just sitting here, but Darg has pushed back on him. And the second troop center just being built late now for Soup Juice, so Darg could actually maybe overrun him here. He's not pulled the other troops that he's got though. He's missing a bit of a window here. Built a sentry post there, I'm not too sure why. He killed the troops that were there. And I think if he went with everything here, he had a very good opportunity to actually just overrun this position and spawn camp Soup Juice's troop centers. And because they're not near the carbon and near turrets or anything like that, if you do get troops on top of them, it's quite difficult to handle. And there are a lot more troops at the moment, but it won't take too long, I think, for Soup to catch up if he stops getting bloody housed, because I think that's been his biggest issue this game, is getting housed. And Darg sitting at the hill at the moment. No turrets for Soup if Darg does get in. He hasn't built any turrets himself. Second carbon processor, that's nice. He's going to walk in here and he's walking straight into these units, and that's not a patrol. Oh no, it is. It's just like completely bugged out by this prefab shelter. So that's a really bad trade there for Darg. I think the units sort of moved in and then patrolled late and then got sort of hustled by the prefab shelter as well. It affected the sort of movement of the troops. So it's just like really quick volleys from the front of this force here from Soup Juice, which just slaughtered them in terms of the numbers that were facing one another. Nova processor being dropped here. Darg, I don't know if he's making troops, he really needs to be. Because he's just going to get counterattacked and he's not making troops at all. It's like he's trying to go T3 or something, but he's not built turrets, he's not making troops. I'm kind of worried for him here. If he had at least been reinforcing during that whole time, he would have enough to deal with this. Because he was already ahead in troops initially anyway. And I think he was in a really decent spot, to be honest, and now he's sort of thrown it away. Let's get the spaceport down here, but how's he going to defend the workers? Where's the turrets? Could at least get one turret here and wall it either side with 2 prefabs. And then you can make a bit of light wall here and just make it so you have to walk around. Oh, Soup is actually snuck into T3. Oh, Dark's just resigned. So Soup with his extra farms there and stuff, and maybe a little bit of space, that snuck past us. He's went T3. So maybe banked up a lot of food when he was on that one troop centre. And Dark taking that bad trade as well. Let him go on the on the offensive rather. You see Dark's got a lot of carbon at the moment, not too much food. Yeah, some good play from Soup there. So we'll get into the second game. And that's going to be, what is this, flats? Is this flats? No, shortly. It's like landmass shore and flats combined. It's because I saw these cliffs. And my brain had a moment going, there's no water on flats. And that is a nice ocean, apart from the beast. So looking at this one, there's some berries, good amount of hunt, a couple of bantha packs as well, about 4. Where's the rest of them? No, it's just 4, it's just, what, there's maybe a 6 banthas? Interesting. Kind of low food all around, it's like a sort of balanced food, so I quite like these ones because they're a little bit diverse in the T1 food eco, and it feels a little bit more. Oh dear. Not sure what happened there. If there wasn't enough room in the first bantha or something, and he just went ballistic and killed that one. So nursery for the 4 here after he's eaten 2. Already a nursery for 5 of Soups here. And he's already got his Ronto lured as well, so I think he's going to have the quicker T2 here because his T1 is looking absolutely banging. And I'm going to have to speed it up a little bit, I think, because it's just going to be a bunch of Ronto bantha munching. Good little wall here forming. This could be a nice carbon, I think. Extra sort of berries over here as well, and you can close this out, so that'd be a really nice spot for the carbon, I think. Quite a good defensive base. Dark's not looking as good. Absolutely no carbon going on though. There's just a crazy amount of Ronto food extraction going down here. There we go. Oh no. Why not here? I get like 2 slots on the left hand side here. Inefficient. Plus troops can just stand here and pepper you. I'm gonna get on the berries as well. These munch these Rontos. Look at that, a 1 worker luring a Ronto. That's the way it should be, Trisector. Not much to say. Guys, waiting to see if some troop centres do get dropped and some mounty play goes ahead. See, Soup with his very aggressive Ronto murdering has already got 500 food. He could tech up super quickly. There's still a full ump to grab though, and he's placing farms, which are a bit of mistakes, because this could be a troop centre. And he's got extra bit of food coming in from these fruit bushes as well. He's got this up here. This would be another nice one. You could grab these cadus as well, so this just feels like a waste of carbon, when there's definitely other good options. And Dark, oh no, what's going on with his T1? This looks like RVA. Too much carbon. A bit late on getting this Ronto, so yeah, he's kind of just like, if we look at this, like if that extra 200 carbon would be food. What has happened to him here? He's just been inefficient, I guess, with where the workers are. I mean, if we look at the workers that are idle here, so I think it's maybe just a series of these things just not being crisp enough for the workers. Has actually put him down by quite a lot, quite a large margin on his opponent's soup here. I guess we could say he spent time eating that extra bantha, which is not as quick as the hunting, and dropping the farms as well. When we've got the berries right here, the food processor should just be on these, which means it's a lot more carbon just being misappropriated. It needs to be going towards the war chest right now and getting the troop center and the power core up. And sort of walling the wrong side as well. Better to wall, you know, at least towards your opponent. Yeah, a bit worried for him here. Is he maybe thinking about fishing afterwards? Building it quite close to the water here, but it's away from where all of his economy is. It'll be a slow response when he's got to respond to the troops that come from soup. He's definitely got the edge right now, having the lead in infrastructure. And I think Soup's maybe just going to do a similar thing to last game, where he's thinking about actually getting T3 early on the Nova here, but not making Mounties. A couple of troops heading off towards Darg now. They should be upgraded very soon. And Darg's got the troop center up. He's got enough actually to defend it, but you know, they're a little bit far away. And that's the troopers. When are they getting upgraded though? Are they still trooper recruits? What is happening? There we go. They're going to get NT with the carbon here. They kind of just can walk through this gap as well. There's nothing there to respond. There's no turrets or anything. There's no troops in position. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 worker kills just like that. That's a nice big lead for Soup Juice already. You can be happy with that. You can even just think about playing for T3 like he does, but he has dropped the second troop center, so he's maybe just going to go for the trooper when he's sitting on top of the hill here, but Darg engages, but obviously the hill units have that big bonus where they take less damage, do more damage. And quite impactful there in a small trade like that, so comes out quite ahead. And he's just given up there. So Soup Juice takes the series 2-0. Well played to both players. If you like the content, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. If you want to get involved with these games in the future, we've got GBG Discord there. Or if you want to just come and hang out, the link to that is in the description below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Ta-ra. Bye-bye.